So the new year is coming, 82. Expected to be a very dynamic year for Sahaja and for Sajju. Everything new becomes stale and never becomes new again. So whatever has gone. The bygones be bygones. There have been very sweet memories sometimes rather unhappy also. But on the whole, we are growing. All of us are realizing, coming out. We've done a good job of building up ourselves into a new way. New Sahajogis have come up, I think, now. Have got rid of their lethargy and their petty-minded. Their jealousy, their slyness, their slumber, and narrow-mindedness. All these things have to be buried in the past. They are of no use to us. It's a load we carry for nothing at all. Today it happens that I read a very nice letter which was lying with me which I didn't read, which was sent by Gregor to Warren. It really touched my heart. He was concerned about the jealousy that people suffer. And the way he said there, that this jealousy is the most sticky stuff, the most ugly thing. And it comes up as something, a challenge to your love, challenge to your understanding, or something like that. And then you start explaining it. This explanation is all rational. And Sahaja is nothing like jealousy. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in the kingdom of God, something called jealousy. Because all are part and parcel of one person. So one person becomes important, another less important. It's only for the time being. For example, when you are smelling a flower, naturally the nose is more active than the eyes. When you are seeing the flower, then the eyes are more active. So it is not necessary that at this moment when somebody is more active, doesn't mean that is closer to God and another person who is inactive is not. Everybody is. But some people are active at a point, some people are active at another. Or some people are closer, some people are a little away. But they are all part and parcel. So this is one of the things one has to understand, that there should be no jealousy. On the contrary, if you find somebody who is spiritually higher, must try to understand and appreciate. Especially a person who is wiser than you, somebody who speaks wise things. If you hear somebody saying something wise, try to note it, appreciate it, enjoy it, you like it. Sometimes even the children say something nice. Young people can say something nice. What's happening to the people? Are they coming? They are still left there high and dry. Were you to take a thing for them? Somebody had to go back. Is it Norman? Norman has gone. Where is Norman?
All the people that are in your house either made their way here or to the hotel.
About, 6 people are left out. So we could have brought.
Still there when you left?
Yes, and they were trying to. 3 of them tried to squeeze in our listing. You see, one of them is Graham and this and that. But I told Graham to get down. I said these others are left out, so come with them. I don't know. They might come by.
We can phone them first before that.
Phone is they are outside the house now.
They're outside of it.
They could open it. I mean, I don't know.
Only about 25 minutes on the underground, Mother.
I know that, but you see, the English habits are there, still lingering.
Yeah, they might stand there. We could go off and get the.
Let's wait for a while and see. Let's wait and see. Yes. Let's wait and see. I hope you get it. I hope you get the thing. They come back. I told them to come together, all of them. They must be jumping in. They'll be here. So the first thing is of jealousy, which I don't understand. Some of you think that I like someone more than the other. To be very frank, I have no idea of liking and disliking. I don't understand that. It's no question. It's a very different mechanism you are dealing with. That person who doesn't get involved into any, doesn't get entangled into any. Only thing what I'm trying to do is to disentangle you. If I was an entangling type, how can I entangle? You see, if I was a person who has to purify you, and if I'm the person who cannot purify you, then what's the use of my being there? So if the person who tries to purify has to be pure himself, supposing there's a soap, the soap is the one that gets dirty, so what's the use of such a soap? In the same way, I never get entangled with anyone. As my name is Nir Mama. To me, Mama is not. Nobody is mine. Everybody is mine. So this should get out of your mind as to Nir Mama. I think we'll wait till 10-15 minutes because poor Graham also I asked him to get out for those speeches to bring them out. We'll be able to do it.
We can go in the van, Mother. They're not here.
Just wait. We can give them about 20 minutes more. Huh?
Did they say they were expecting the van?
No, they did not.
Oh.
They'll come. Alright. So, we have to bury this useless thing called jealousy. And it can be very serious thing. It can happen very seriously. People, I've seen people, they got jealous, then they got after another person, then they got after Sahaja, then after. And this jealousy one should not allow to crawl into you. See, some people are more congenial sometimes, are more nearer Sahaja, sometimes they are more helpful, sometimes they are more useful, sometimes they have to be there, sometimes they need me the most of all. Some of them are lost people, some of them are really possessed and badly off. So sometimes that's why I look after them. It's my own whim. I cannot say, I cannot justify. Maybe that some person is very good, I look after. Maybe that some person is very bad, that's why I look after. So one should never have any jealousy with each other. Only you must have understanding that your mother has to work for all of you and has to improve you, cure you, do something about it. One thing we have to bury is the jealousy that is within us. We bury something and something comes out very well. And what is that? Comes out of this jealousy is that we have to better ourselves. So the outgoing jealousy should live within us. Oh, am I jealous of a person? Then what's good in that person? Now this is not outward. Sahaja is not outward. If a person is outwardly like this, outwardly, that's not, it's so inward. If I correct somebody, I correct that person because of the vibration that person are not alright. You see, such person can be extremely sweet also to talk to. Very sweet tongue. Could be extremely harsh, could be anything. But the vibrations of that person has to be alright. I have to gain nothing out of you except that your vibration should be correct. So you should not have any misidentification with yourself. That some people are very dynamic, so they think they can do what they like. Some people think they are very sort of receding types, so they can do what they like. All is wrong. First of all, you should not hate collectivity. Are you coming from Brahman Garden? No, it's not come. For a mother, if some children are left behind, her heart is there. All the time she thinks they are left there. They should be. That's the main thing. You see, not for one person. Like just thinking about your own son or thinking about your own wife, thinking about your own husband, it's not much. All of it are dearest to me. But I belong to no one. I'm a hopeless case. You just give me up. I belong to no one. No one can possess me. I cannot possess myself. How can you possess? I am beyond possession. Then, if it is so, there should be no jealousy. There is no question of jealousy or in any way feeling jealous of each other. Only the beauty of enjoying others should be. Somebody has some great quality. Enjoy that quality in that person. You will imbibe it. In Sahaja Yoga, Whatever you enjoy, you imbibe. Do you know that? Whatever you enjoy, you'll imbibe, just like that. You should be able to enjoy it. Now, supposing you enjoy creating rift in people, creating problems in people, you will have that yourself. Supposing you enjoy saying harsh things to others, you will imbibe that. In the sense that you will have more of that. Whatever you want, you will have. Christ has said, if you want gold, you will have gold. Many people who came to Sahaja went away in the search of money, promotions, this, that, they got it. You will have gold. But those who are dearer to me will have food with me. They sit next to me on my table. This is what we should ask for. This is what we ask for. Not for having more gold, for more money, for more this, for more that. But that you are part and parcel of his company. Now, somehow, I know every one of you. Somehow. I don't know how. I know every one of you. How far you are with things, I know. There's no need to justify it. No need to say that this is not so, that is not so. I know everything. I should know. Otherwise, how will I give you something substantial? I have to give you something very, very substantial. And for that, I have to know what you need. And when I know, I love you. Unless and until you love someone, you cannot know so much about a person. I know your beauty, and I also know your ugliness. I know your tenderness, I know your harshness. I know all the extremes that you have been, that you are, and you will be. So it is many dimensional knowledge of a person. Some of you I expect bit too much because I think you are capable, because I know your past. I've worked very hard on you, you know that. And I'll continue to work every year. But 82 is a very remarkable year where you people should now work hard for Sahaja. I've already given some idea as how to work it. With Gavin, I've talked to him. Gavin knows how we are going to work it out in a systematic way, how to attack a particular village or a particular district or wherever you have to go, how to go there, how to propagate, how to establish. Wherever there is soft ground, you should settle down, not in a hard ground. The hard ground will never yield any produce. So don't go on working on a hard ground. Put your attention to this fact that what can I do for Sahaja? Take out your attention from yourself. For example, supposing a person, now there are presents all being tied up. Supposing a person wanted a particular present, take it like, of course Sahajogis are not that low type, but still, supposing take the lowest of lowest like children. So, you don't get that particular one. Now to do all this, with all the work I've been doing there, to select that and to arrange all that, isn't it tremendous? So whatever mother could do in that hurry and scurry with everybody's name and all that, it is quite a lot she has done. And if she has done that, one should appreciate the love that mother wants to bestow upon you. And it's all symbolic. But somebody can sit down and start saying, oh, I should have had this. Why didn't she give me this? Why didn't she do that? I should have. You see, it is not anything that one has weighed or anything, just to give somebody something stuff. In a small way, I'm saying. But even in these small ways, you are worried about yourself. You have to worry about Sahaja. What's going to happen to Sahaja? How it is going to come up? What have we to work it out? What we have to do? How many pujas we have to arrange? How do we have to do it? Not about yourself. How should I improve myself? That point is also forget. What we are going to do to propagate Sahaja Yoga, we have to see. Not go to personal life, my husband and wife quarreling this time. I mean, I've had enough of it. I mean, I'm not here to settle your marriage. All these nonsensical things you forget now. Of course, if you have a good marriage, it helps, Sahaja Yoga, no doubt. It helps because you get children which are good. If the husband and wife are not all right, you might get very horrible children which will be possessed from the very childhood. It will be very difficult. They may be realized souls, but will be very difficult children. So it is important that we should dedicate ourselves to Sahaja Yoga today, to bring out the old and bring out the new which is dedicated to Sahaja, not to your personal life, not to your personal likes and dislikes. So what will happen to Sahaja? And to be sincere about it. Be sincere about it. Many people who organize go off their heads. I see somehow. You give them something to organize, they are about to land up in a lunatic asylum. You give them something to organize, make them the leader, finish it. It happens like it goes off the head. Somehow or other you see there's a crack in the head. And these, where are you walking now? So the cracked head then starts behaving in such a funny manner that you can't imagine how far one can. You have to organize, you have to become right-sided, you have to work hard, no doubt. But you need not be right-sided. So if you work with your right hand, you don't become right-sided, do you? You don't develop your ears, nose on one side. Do we? We don't. I mean, really, still the nature keeps the body all right, I must say. Because there are some right-handed people should have a right side development. Or the left hand should have a left hand development. Should be there. It's not. It keeps nature all right. Nature keeps your face all right, everything all right. It keeps it. So one has to know that when you are trying to bring in something new in it, and the new yesterday, let's talk of the new thing, then whatever is old and outgoing should be sent away, should be thrown away. Otherwise, then you will never come. It will shift from here to here, here to here. The booth passes from, thank God you have come. I mean, all the time he's thinking of you. Come along, come along. You should come, I will come. So, today is the list of not feeling guilty and thinking what all old things, old rags you had on upon yourself. Throw it away. Change it. You see, obstinacy should not be there. People are very obstinate. They don't want to change. They don't want to forget. They don't want to forgive. Give up that obstinacy. Obstinacy is not the nature of your spirit. If you are the spirit, you will never be obstinate. Have you ever seen me being obstinate? Ever. You said, Mother, sit here, all right. You said, sit there, all right. I said, no, I'm going to sit here alone. Never. Never I do. You say, Mother, will you eat this? All right. Even if I'm very, very full, I say, all right. Sometimes I should put down my food, but I do not. But I accept, all right, whatever you say. So you should also not be at all obstinate. There should be no obstinance. There should be no fanaticism. It's all a play going on. You're just playing this way, this way. Just enjoying yourself. So this is one thing, that if you are obstinate, you cannot become a new person. To become a new person, you have to give up your obstinacy completely. Once you give up your obstinacy, you will be very happy to change. And you must change. You must come as a new person. Every minute, every second you are changing. So I just, hello, Athena, how are you? Her eyes were glistening as soon as she saw it. Now, as far as Sahaja Yoga is concerned in England, I think it has taken good roots. Propagation has to be done. It has to be publicized. It has to be talked about. People are to be told, you have found it. Go and see people who are seekers. You know, whatever level you are, supposing you are dealing with a particular type of say a lawyer is there, a lawyer should meet all the lawyers. A psychologist is there, should go and see the psychologist. A person, see, at your level, whosoever you meet, you should talk about it to others, that this is what it is, we have found out. Why don't you get hold of it? And you will all get hold of those people who are really seekers. You must talk now. And that is what is another, get out of your shyness. That is very important, to get out of your shyness. Talk to people. But I've seen people, when they talk about Sahaja Yoga, instead of bringing good name to Sahaja Yoga, they bring bad name. So when they talk in such a way as if they have reached heaven. That's not good. We have to say that we are just the same, we are just the old eggs, and we are just trying to talk to you because we have found something so that others are not happy. So for that you have to remember the past. That we were like this, and if somebody had talked to us like this, they would have been hurt. We have to remember our past. Remembering the past just for your own maneuvering. That's all. Not that as a part and parcel of you, but just for your maneuvering how to deal with others. Unless and until you remember your past, you will not know how to deal with others, and you won't have compassion. So that is what we have to see the importance of the past. The future, at this present moment, is this that 82 is a great year. That's all. Not more than that. You don't have to think about 83 because once you start doing in 83, 82 will be silent. You do it in 83, mother, what do you think? I believe it would be a better idea to do this in 83. What do you think, mother? Suggestion. I have a suggestion to make. Supposing we do it in 83. Why not today? Why not now? Ask a question. Why not? When such a thing comes, why not now? And then whatever you do it fully, completely to the finishing point. My experience has been very good with you when we were working in that house. You were chiseling the house and I was chiseling you. You were building the house and I was building you. It was very good, interesting, very nice. Some of you have really gained a lot. Really gained a lot. You have really become very dynamic, very beautiful, very Sahaja. Quite a lot of you have done that. I know that. And it's really very appreciative work that you have done. Anybody can see that very clearly. You are being described by Blake that you will be the golden builders. Clearly is all that with the golden painting. But in that we have to learn something. Like now they are painting. Alright. The painter goes up to paint. He takes a place to sit down on top. When he comes out, painting is there. But with that, all the mismanagement that was done is still there. The painter has finished the painting. Still, the scaffolding is there. The seat is there. The one thing on which he was sitting, the cushion is there. All the chairs that were removed that are there. All the carpet that was disturbed is there. Are just the same. It takes hardly 10 minutes to put it right. So this is the future. This is the future. The future is that when you do something, see that future is sealed of that person. See that the situation is sealed again. You give realization to somebody, see that it is fixed. So remember the past for your maneuvering and remember the future for sealing it up so that it is not lost in the future. This is the importance of looking into the future. Experience of the back or the past should give you maneuvering, should give you idea as to what is to be done. And when you do something in the present, you must compensate for the future in the sense that at that moment you must do something by which the future is not ruined. This is how New Year's celebration should be. The 82 is important. In 82, whatever we have learned from the past, we'll remember. We'll not do the same mistake. Not only, but also we will remember whatever past has taught us. We'll have compassion for the people who have been like us. We'll have love for them. We'll have understanding. We'll do whatever is possible to bring them up. We'll have concern. We'll not just be just Sahajogis, this is sweet talking Sahajogis, but we'll do something about them. So many are lost in intellectual pursuits, so many are lost in financial pursuits, so many are lost in political pursuits, and so many are lost in so-called service pursuits. All of them belong to some category, and you had belonged to one of these categories. So you have to think of them, try to bring them out, do something about it. Have a wider personality. When you have a small personality, you think of your wife, yourself, nothing more than that. Or your children at the most. But when you have a wider personality, you just think, what will happen to the people who belong to this clan? Who belong to, say, Catholicism, those who belong to Judaism, those who belong to Methodist Church, and to Jamaicans, and do like that. Have a wider personality. Don't worry about yourself. Unknown people will come and ask, Mother, where should I find my key? Mother, where should I put my basket? Mother, where should I stick my nose? What should I do about my luggage? What should I do about my travel? All nonsensical things they'll come and ask. I'm not here to give you all that. Every small thing they'll ask. Now, if you tell them, why are you doing it? You said it. I didn't say that you asked me. Every time you have to raise a finger. Mother, may I raise my finger? May I close my eyes? May I smile? It's not that. You are people, in my eyes, are saints. You can decide for yourself, of course. You are saints. You have to assume you don't know you are saints. Assume you are saints. This assumption must come to you on this great auspicious day. That you are saints. And saints have to decide for themselves. And they have to do wise things. They do it by themselves because they are saints. If they fight, quarrel amongst themselves, then this is stupidity, absolute stupidity. Then behold, he is here to solve the problems of others. What am I to tell you? Anything. You are saints, that's all I say. If you ask me any question, the answer is you are saints. Do what you like. Whatever you want, you will have. Whatever you say, it will happen. Whatever you ask for, it will happen. Whatever you imagine will work out. But you will imagine something good, you will say something good, you will do something that is divine. You are so great. You are made like that. You are that. Assume that power. That you are a saint. How can you say something nonsensical? Nirmala Vidya is at your disposal. It's at your complete command. Complete Nirmala Vidya. Imagine the Nirmala Vidya nobody had except for you, Sahajogis. Nobody had, even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha never had it. Can you believe? They have their own powers. But you have Nirmala Vidya. And now, what do you want more? And then you ask me whether, Mother, should I wink or whether should I smile? This is true. First of all, you belittle yourself and belittle me. Behave in a confident manner, in a proper way. And if I say anything, do not start going into conclusions and things like that. Just understand that whatever Mother is saying is not for me, it's for others maybe. And if it is for me, I should correct myself. Simple thing. If it is for others, why should I worry? If it is for me, just thank her very much and you must correct myself. It's as simple as that. A day should come when I don't have to talk. You have to talk. I should say so. That I should listen to all your wise talks. As I listen to children when they tell me something. They are so wise. In the same way, I would like to listen to you. Talking all wise things, nice things about each other, loving, not frightened of anyone, very happy with each other, behaving like great gentlemen and great gentle ladies, and be very much in love with each other, looking after each other, not to be sullen and sulking and stupid faces, but charming. Charm I won't use word because charming can be horrible. I've heard that before. I would say, but faces that are lit up with joy, happiness, and of giving. Such people I want to see. Such people should be loving, affectionate, good people. Smiling. That should be. That is what is Sahaja. Those who do not want to join it are absolutely free to go out. Actually, they are thrown out. So to stick on to Sahaja Yoga is difficult. It is better to understand that to be a Sahaja Yogi is a difficult thing. To be non-Sahaja Yogi is the easiest. So this is what you have been seeking, which you have got, which you are. You should assume it and be happy and joyous. And do not upset others. Do not disturb others. Don't say harsh things. Because Nirmala Vidya stops at left to children. Be kind to others and understand. If you need any correction, I am there to tell you. Up to a point I'll tell. After some time I'll not. Once the children are grown up, Mother doesn't say it. She just sits down and watches the beauty of her children who are so grown up, so mature, so beautiful. I hope that time will come in my lifetime. and I will be able to see such beautiful people around that they have grown up, they understand how to behave and how to be nice and good. So, for today's New Year, let us vow within ourselves that the selfishness or the self-centeredness or the smallness in you is finished. Now the drop has become the ocean. Live like an ocean and like a lion. Don't roar at others. I mean generous. And don't be afraid of it. Everything is taken care of, but believe that everything is taken care of. Sometimes you might feel you are let down, sometimes you feel, oh, this should have happened. Do not desire for it. What you do not desire is not correct, that's it. If the desire is correct and is deserving, it will happen. 100%. So all the best, and the greatest cheers and happiness and joy. Feel your responsibility, understand each other, and now going, tomorrow I'll be gone, so called. Don't worry about anything else, but worry about the Sahaja Yoga that has to be established all over the world. It's very great work one has done. Uh, of course, I mean, you can't say that one has done as much as one can do, but you can do much more. You can become really dynamic, and you can do it. Try to think of ways and methods of doing it. May God bless you.